Guys, so I have a very long flight today and 2 books that I would like to read. So I thought I would film a little reading vlog to see if I can read them both or how much I can read over the course of my flight. I will say it is a red eye, it is overnight, so I will be sleeping at some point. It's not going to be like consecutive reading. I'm just finishing up this book right now. I have like 20 pages left of it, and oh my god, this has been such an intense read. It's about dating a kind of gaslighter and being in an abusive, manipulative relationship, and it's sort of harrowing to read, you know, step by step, because it really goes into every detail of these 2 people and the way that they collide and the way that it's just like a storm in a teacup and just a disaster, really. I like the title though, what it's like in words, because it's one of those things that is so hard to explain. You kind of go through it step by step, but god, it is relentless. And it's one of those things where like that is how it's meant to feel. Like the author did a good job. I always find it annoying when people are like, oh, I just found it so annoying. I'm like, yes, that's what the author intended. If you found it annoying and the author didn't intend that, then that's a failure. But if you found it annoying and the author did intend that, that's a success. So yes, feel very conflicted emotions about this because it's been essentially horrible to read, but I think that's part of the genius of it. There was also a crazy twist, which ended up just being sort of like a fantasy. At the very end, in like the final 30 pages, the way my jaw dropped. I was just sitting on my balcony just here, looking out over the jungle. How cool is that? And I was flabbergasted, like genuinely gobsmacked. My jaw actually was like for the entire rest of the chapter. I did not see that coming at all because it's a very literary book and like kind of local and small, and so I was not expecting something so wild to happen, but it was a fantasy. I don't always love that twist of like, oh, it was all in her head, but in this instance it was meaningful. I'm trying not to like give it away whilst also explaining what happened. The rest of the book was kind of okay. I feel like it does feel very drawn out and sort of monotonous after a while, but then I guess that's how these relationships are, where you keep going back to the person who is not good for you. I feel like you have to go through the motions with her in order for the story to feel as impactful as it does. So I enjoyed like the first 75 pages, then there were 75 that I didn't enjoy, or like maybe 150 that I didn't enjoy, but near the end we're picking up again. But right now I have to check out of my room. My flight isn't until tonight at 9 p.m. By the way, I'm in Thailand. Did I mention that? Just beautiful Thailand. There's an amazing lotus pond down there. Oh, let's go down there in a sec. And I'm flying back to London at 9 p.m. It's currently like 1:30, so I have to check out of my room now, but I can like stay at the hotel I'm at until I need to leave the airport, which is very kind. Let's spend the day together. And let's go. When I've been reading this on the beach, obviously I've taken the dust jacket off because I'm not a psychopath, and look how grubby it got from all the sun cream and stuff, so I'm very grateful that I did that. Now we just have to shimmy it back out of there. I picked it up because of the title, but stayed for the really harrowing story and the very, very intense storytelling, and also because it's about 2 writers, or struggling writers, trying to be wannabe writers. They meet at a creative writing kind of workshop, literary salon kind of thing, and I underlined with my red pen. But yeah, I mean, look how grubby it gets from the sun cream, and I like to keep this all nice and pristine, because you know when you're like throwing it around in your tote bag or like sitting on the beach, it gets all gross. Anyway, I'm gonna put that in my tote bag and then bring this one as well. This is actually a short story collection by a really talented Indonesian writer who I was on a panel with when I spoke at the Ubud Writers Festival, and this is by Norman Erickson Pasaribu. And then this book is Patricia Wants to Cuddle. It's by Samantha Allen, and I think it's about reality TV show contestants who kind of get like stranded on an island, and there's some kind of monster, I think called Patricia, on the island. So I don't know loads about the plot, but I'm excited to read these 2 books. Down to the beach and pack up my bag in the meantime. This is my trusty beach tote, adding as much water as I possibly can, trying to stay hydrated because oh my god, it is hot. These I absolutely swear by on a sunny day. Taking an electrolyte is such a game changer. I also take these before I drink, and I find that I wouldn't say it cures hangovers or prevents hangovers, but it does soften them. I mean, I did go on like a party holiday once and I took these every day and actually didn't get a single hangover, but I don't want to promise that. It does soften them though. It softens the blow. So those have become an absolute essential for me. I'm mixing it with this like cocktail mixer. Hey British Vogue, I'm Charlie XCX, and this is what's in my bag. Sun cream, of course. Sunglasses I actually just picked up at a market because I forgot mine like an idiot. You can see they're partly being used to protect my eyes and partly just to pin this hair back because it's getting a little crazy. I have my bug spray. I finally found one that actually smells nice. It was a freebie from the Four Seasons, but I actually would wear this as aftershave. I know that's an insane thing to say, but you know how normally bug spray reeks? This one actually kind of slaps. And finally, my trusty red Muji pen, which goes everywhere with me. Somehow I lose everything, like credit cards, ID, everything, but but never this red pen. This goes anywhere I go. I use it to annotate my books, and it makes me feel very satisfied. It makes me feel like a teacher, like marking students' work or something. You can always tell if it's a book of mine because it will be filled with like red annotations, underlining, notes in the margins, etc. So that's going in the bag. So this gorgeous hotel is actually where they filmed some of the scenes in the newest season of The White Lotus. And I mean, can you blame them? So I think I'm just gonna hang out by the beach. I finished up reading What It's Like in Words at the beach. I had like 25 pages left, and listen, it's a tough book to recommend to you guys just because it does go into such vivid, microscopic detail about every single stage of what is an abusive relationship, and you're reading from the perspective of the victim. And what I did like is that she is not a perfect victim. You know, she makes mistakes, but she is not abusive. And that is the key distinction. Like, everyone in a relationship will have moments that they're not proud of, but she is never abusive towards him. And I think that's the crucial difference between them. She also confesses that she's not a reliable narrator at all times because, of course, she's just sharing her perspective and her memories, and sometimes those are faulty, but she does as best she can, and I think that's quite true to life as well. So I'm glad I read it, but I think it's a tricky one to recommend because it's something you definitely have to be in the right headspace for. Anyway, after that, I moved on to reading Happy Stories Mostly by Norman Pasaribu, and I was really getting into it. I think I read about 75 pages just while I was sitting on the beach. I absolutely loved this story, A Young Poet's Guide to Surviving a Broken Heart, and after I finished reading that one, it was time to go back to my room. Now, obviously, before I leave, I have to go to one of my favorite places, somewhere I would consider my happy place. I think when you die, you end up in 7-Eleven. Specifically Asian 7-Eleven, because I've been to 7-Eleven in New York and it was different, but 7-Eleven here, incredible. The best 7-Eleven I've been to is in Japan, because you could honestly eat every meal from there very happily. The food is just so good. So, I mean, this is so beautiful, look. Wow. So stunning. But I'm gonna go and get some snacks for my flight. Also, I'm so hungry right now, but I've run out of Thai baht, so I can only use my card, and the only place I can do that is 7-Eleven. Technically, this is the crossing, but it's kind of perilous, and you just sort of have to hope that people will have good faith and not run you over when you step out into the road. I picked up these from 7-Eleven for my housemate Jordan because she loves everything pink. These are my favorite snacks. They're these like filled biscuit koalas and they do them in chocolate and strawberry. So I got myself the chocolate ones, and then I got Jordan the strawberry ones because they're pink. Like, literally, when I tell you, everything in her room is pink, and our like microwave, kettle, toaster, everything, all of our kitchen utensils are pink. And then I've never tried these wafers before. I honestly just got them because of the packaging, because I just thought Jordan would really like it. And it comes with a little playing card, I think. We got the goods, and I actually just saw a massage place, and I'm thinking, I do have an hour to kill. Should I get a massage? I think that'd be so nice right before a flight too. There's loads of them. I think it's like 300 baht for an hour massage, which is like £7. So I have to make the most of this because normally a massage for an hour would cost you like £75. So, okay, I've talked myself into it. Let's do it. My neck has actually been really hurting me, and I'm not sure why. So I feel like hopefully this is gonna sort me out. That massage was heavenly. I literally feel like I transcended and went into like orbit. But I'm back at my hotel now. Yeah, but I feel like I'm floating. I have showered. I'm feeling considerably more fresh than I did before. My hotel very kindly gave me access to this shower room, a little lounge thing, which I think is so smart because obviously if you check out in the morning, but like my flight is until 9 p.m. So they let me use this room from 5 till 7, and I showered, got changed, and my hair's still a little wet, but my taxi is on its way, which I will say I'm very sad about because I don't really want to leave Koh Samui, but we have to. An update on the book. I'm enjoying it so far. I always think with short story collections, it's hard to review because each short story almost warrants its own review. But the Poet's Guide to a Broken Heart was such a good short story, like definitely up there with one of the best short stories I've ever read, which is high praise indeed. So I really, really liked that one. The others have been fine, but that one is like a 5-star banger, and so I guess I'm comparing them now to that standard. I sometimes find it hard to keep picking up a short story collection because of course the stories, I think these ones are sort of interlinked though, but I have a flight ahead of me, so I will continue to read it. I have a 1-hour flight first, so I'm going to try not to sleep on that one and just read, and then I'll be in Bangkok and then spend 2 hours in the airport and then the long one. So let's go. Okay, we are that one, the last of the day. I've checked in. The only thing I've realized, well, firstly, it says you have to be here 40 minutes before your flight, and I'm here nearly 2 hours before my flight. This never happens to me. I'm normally running late. I am uncharacteristically early for my flight, and I'm really hoping there's going to be a souvenir shop because I've been collecting magnets from everywhere I've been for my fridge, and I forgot to get one here. This is actually an extremely pleasant airport. It's all outside. There are loads of restaurants, but will there be a souvenir shop for me to get a magnet? I don't see one. Now, hang on a minute. Okay, well, we have to go in. Okay, they did not have magnets that I liked, but they do have this. It's Songkran in a few days, which is the Thai New Year, and it's like the big water fight that will be going on everywhere, and they have this installation. I'm sad that I'm missing it. I'm sad I'm leaving just a couple days before it happens. Okay, bingo. I love the fruit. The durian, the little coconut with the straw. But the general trend I've been going for with the magnets is that they say the place on them. So in that case, we have this little beachy scene. There's lots of them with elephants that are really cute. Like, I really like that one, but I will have to say I haven't seen an elephant whilst here. So do I associate elephants with Koh Samui? I don't know. Well, no. The answer is actually, unfortunately, no. More monkeys, although I will say I haven't seen an actual real life monkey either. I've just seen statues of monkeys. But I think this is an option. I actually really like this one, the tuk-tuk. It's a very difficult decision. We made it to Bangkok. I met someone very, very lovely who watches my videos on the transfer bus, which was so nice. I love running into you guys in the most random places. I am not gonna lie to you, I slept for most of that journey, which I know I said was the opposite of what I was planning to do. I think I read maybe 5 pages. But the good thing is, in a short story collection, that was a whole short story. So, kind of satisfying. Do you know what's not satisfying? The fact that, so there are 4 transfer desks for my connecting flight, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's a sign that says which airline is which, and my airline is 2 or 4, which is not especially specific. And if I was running late, I feel like you take a gamble which one. Luckily we have time. I've decided to guess it's going to be gate 2, and gate 2 and 4 are like opposite ends of the airport, so I'm taking a gamble. I'm walking towards desk 2, but what should be desk 4? Okay, I'm going to try desk 2. I'll update you. Is this my desk? We'll find out. I have fantastic news. It was desk 2. We took a gamble and we were right, which is good because on the way here I was wrong. Now, this is that horrible moment of why do I not see my flight? It should be here somewhere, but none of those say London. Hilarious twist. The gag is, I was meant to go to gate 4, wherever it is. They shouldn't have let me through that one, but they did, which feels questionable at an airport. So now I'm on my way to desk 4 to go where I'm supposed to be. Okay, fingers crossed we're on this board. Yes! Okay, 12:30. Perfect. I slept for like 6 hours, and all the way I was like reading my book under the covers. with my torch on for like maybe an hour. I'm not 100% sure how much you could really hear of me when I was just speaking in the bathroom, but basically the people next to me either side were asleep and all the lights were off. So I made this little fort with the blanket and my torch, and I just, like being a kid, I was like under the blanket reading my book. But Happy Stories mostly was an interesting experiment. It was kind of like science fiction, absurdism, and rewriting history by taking so it's this idea of decreation. So it takes Christian cultural elements and then often replaces typically straight characters with queer characters. So very interesting. I still think that the story that I spoke about before was my favorite one by a long way. And then I moved on to Patricia Wants to Cuddle, which was a fun exploration of reality TV. It was like the most 3-star book to ever 3-star, just like easy reading. It features like a remote island, blood and gore, lesbian Bigfoot. It's just a lot of fun. And also, yeah, like I said, speaks a lot about the nature of creating a reality TV show for the cameras and with the public in mind, and how you create storylines and create character archetypes and heroes and villains. So the show is kind of like The Bachelor in a way, but you hear from the perspectives of both the contestants and also the producer. And the producer elements, I think, were actually my favorite parts, where she was talking about the construction of a show. My only complaint really about this book is that the blurb gave away the entire plot of the book. Like, the blurb tells you what happens in the entire thing. I feel like normally a blurb would tell you what's going to happen in like the first 100 pages and then leave you to it. This one kind of spoiled the whole thing for me, including the sort of twist at the end, which was a shame. But it was just a fun, easy, bingeable read. I read the entire thing cover to cover on this flight. I literally finished it as we were landing. So this made the flight go incredibly quickly, and then it was time to head home. Okay, I'm home and I'm doing like the fastest turnaround of all time. I hope that I don't look like I just came off an all-night flight, because I'm filming something absolutely crazy with Netflix this morning. As in, like, I literally got off the plane at 7:30 and we're filming at 9:30. So I've put every product I own on my under eye bags. Luckily I did sleep for quite a long time, so I feel like we're doing okay. I guess I can say it. It feels, I haven't been allowed to say it. I signed so many NDAs, but by the time you see this, it will be out there in the world. But I am announcing the new Pride and Prejudice reboot TV show. It's coming to Netflix. It's written by Dolly Alderton. It's starring Emma Corrin, Olivia Colman. It's going to be a huge event and it's going into production very soon, and I'm basically announcing that it's happening, which is crazy and a responsibility I do not take lightly. So I actually can't get over it, because Netflix is like the dream company to get to work with, and to be involved in such a huge, massive project, just crazy. So you know what? The hair is playing ball today. The hair is cooperating, mostly. I think I'm just looking a little shiny. Just have to sort that out. There can't be any logos or anything. This is a super quick turnaround, by the way. Like, the announcement needs to go live today, so I cannot risk having to refilm anything. So I'm like going with the most basic outfit ever, just so that like there's no risk. So we have this cos cashmere jumper, black trousers. That's the look. Oh, videographer's here. Let's go. I'm gonna be doing some like BAFTA-worthy acting. Actually, what's that one that's like, no, it's the opposite of the Oscars. It's like the antithesis of the Oscars, like the Razzies or something. I might win a Razzie for this little performance that I'm doing, but we'll see. So fingers crossed. It looks good. Hello? No, I'm not doing anything. I was just reading Pride and Prejudice. Netflix are adapting Pride and Prejudice as a TV show. Dolly Alderton is writing a Pride and Prejudice adaptation. Wait, okay, be honest with me. Is it gonna be like one of those modern retellings with iPhones and matcha lattes? Please don't tell me that Mr. Darcy is gonna use the word Riz. Oh, it's a faithful adaptation. Oh, thank God. Hello, it's Jack editing. I just thought I would include a little clip from the video. The full thing is over on my TikTok, Instagram, etc. But this was such an honor to get to be involved in, and I thought I would just include a little bit of the clip to give you some context of what was going on. My friend John came over and helped me to film it, which was really special to get to collaborate, because we've been friends for like years and years and years. So getting to work with my friend professionally was also really cool, and I was really proud of it, actually. This was such a cool project to get to be involved in, and to get to be announcing Pride and Prejudice adaptation, a dream come true. So yeah, I was really proud of what we made and the fact that we managed to turn it around. Like, we filmed this at 9:30 a.m. and the announcement was live by 5 that day. So very chuffed with that. I edited it myself and I'm happy with how it turned out. So I just wanted to show you that. And now we get to give Jordan the magnet. Are you ready for the magnet? Magnet reveal. Yes!
Wait, you got both of them? Oh my god, I love this one. We can only afford
They had a card machine. I know.
Look at this. What is it? It's a, what is it again?
It's our fridge magnet.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Oh, it's a, sorry. It's a dragon fruit.
Oh, which one should I stick up first? Should we do the fruit first? Okay. Alright, let me, okay.
This is a big moment. Oh.
Oh, it looks
Stunning.
good, doesn't it?
Stunning. And these ugly little monkeys.
That is saying that's me and Jack.
It's so us.
It's us in another universe. Okay, how do I...
Let's do some rearranging. Okay, yeah?
I'm ready.
You picked. Nice.
Wow, it's really full.
It's filling up, you know?
I've contributed nothing. So I was to go to Lisbon a few weeks ago, guys, and I came down with chicken pox. So I couldn't even go. But...
Yay! And that's everything that I have for you. Sorry that this video was a bit of a hodgepodge of different things, a bit, you know, all these clips kind of just like pushed together. But it was a travel day. Travel days are chaotic. So I thought I would just give you a little glimpse into what I was up to in this particular 24-hour period. And, you know, I read 2 books cover to cover, which is more than I expected, I will say. I was really in that flow state when I was on the plane of just reading. And also I finished the book that I was almost done with at the beginning of the video. So really, I'm going to count that as 3 books, even though there were like 20 pages left, 25 pages left of the first one, but I still finished it in this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you liked it. I've actually filmed like a ton of vlogs in the last month. I'm kind of in the process of editing them all. So I will be uploading as many of those as I can. Again, with those ones, they also don't make a lot of sense because I've been out of practice with vlogging, but now that I've edited this one, I feel like I can get back into the swing of things with the next one that I film. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you very soon. Bye-bye. And I can't wait for Pride and Prejudice reboot. For the adaptation, it's going to be so cool. I think I get to go to the set, which will be mental, and of course I'll bring you guys along with me. So, okay. Thank you for making these things happen for me. I love ya. Okay, bye.